Hello, Kelly Bear here. Welcome to my channel. I am with you today for an unboxing and a walkthrough, and you will see from the title that it is the Lilac Lenormand. This is a preview copy that I have been sent by the creator, who is our lovely Logan over at Legend. Logan reached out to me and asked if I would like to review a copy. They sent me some images of the cards to see if it would be something that I would be interested in, that I would like, that I'd jive with, and I was like, yeah, I like what I see. I haven't seen all of the cards, so there's going to be a lot here that is new to me. I'm very excited. I have obviously taken out of the parcel, as you can see, the packaging, and I've taken the plastic covering that was on this to keep it all, you know, closed and safe and secure. But I haven't done anything beyond that. I did open it and I saw that there was a little book on the inside on top. So I'm excited that there's a little guidebook as well, but I haven't looked at anything else. So I'm this is exciting for me. This has been sitting on the side for a couple of days because I haven't had the time for the last 2 days to do a walkthrough, and this is the first chance I've had, so I'm like I'm chomping at the bit. I will say this is not Logan's first Lenormand. No, not their first rodeo. They have the Precious Possum Lenormand, which is really cute, and then I believe it was last year they came out with a deck that was the same but come in 2 different versions, which I feel is like both sides of my personality. So one is called the Black Salt Lenormand and one is called the Pink Sugar Lenormand, and they have the same images, but one, you know, one is black and one is pink, and they have this lovely like holographic stamping. It's really nice and shimmery and fun. I really like that. And further to that, Logan has at some point coming out soon the Black Salt Tarot, which goes really nicely with the Black Salt Lenormand. So yeah, I'm excited to see this next deck. They're pretty prolific, right? So Logan, thank you so much for sending this. I'm very excited. Is this a Sailor Moon thing? I noticed there were some Sailor Moon references in the Black Salt and Pink Sugar Lenormands, and I think the Black Salt Tarot as well. But I've never watched Sailor Moon or read Sailor Moon. Is that I don't know if it's an anime and a manga. But yeah, so here is the box. It comes in, and I believe this is the actual, like, what they're going to be like from what I remember. And I will give you the details of where you'll be able to back this and when, and as well as all of Logan's socials and links and everything in the description box down below. And I'll mention that again towards the end. So I open it up. It's a little magnet. Ooh, little magnet. And then actually, I should read. I'm getting ahead of myself. I should read the little bit at the back. The little bit, the blurb. It's the blurb. So we have 2 images. We have a picture of the clover and the house on the back. Camera. There we go. Really cute. And it says in lovely gold shimmery, step into a microcosm of the sweet, the cute, and the nerdy with the Lilac Lenormand. Inspired by nature, childhood, and video games, comes with 38 cards and a chunky lil book, and it literally says lil, L-I-L, and I'm into it. So, oh, I'm so excited. And I'm like, look, that book is quite, yeah, that is a chunky little book, and it's spelled chunky the way I always say chunky. Oh, I will have a look at that at the end, because I just want to get into the cards. So, oh wow, okay. So the back, it's got a little belly band. I'll just move that out of the way. The cardstock straight off the back is like a, oh, that's nice. It's like linen, but it doesn't have that shininess that like the maybe the Playful Heart or the what's it called, the Pagan Otherworlds has. So it's linen, but not, it's not going to be slippy. And then on the back, I'm not 100% sure what these little images are. Are they flowers? Are they some kind of video game reference? I mean, I stopped playing video games, like full-on video games, in the early noughties because I get really addicted. I do have a Nintendo DS, but it's been hidden away for a long time because, again, your girl gets addicted. So yeah, I know that a bunch of the names have been changed, or the style of the artwork, the imagery has been changed from some of the images that were sent to me. And it's so funny, the first card for Rider is actually Skater. Oh my goodness, this is so funny because I've been like newly re-obsessed with roller skating again, and I really want some roller skates, but I can't afford to like splurge for the skates and all the stuff that goes with it at the moment. But this is cute. I just realised I want to just do some particulars. The size of the deck on the length is 8.5 centimeters, or about, oh no, hang on, I'm reading it the wrong. Yeah, 8.5 centimeters, which is about 3.25 inches. And then width-wise, because people are like, what's the size? Give us measurements. It's 5.6 centimeters wide, which makes it 2.25 inches wide. And then the actual full width of the deck is just a 1.6 centimeters, and that in inches is 6/8 of an inch, maybe just over half an inch. So that's like giving you its stats. But I'm like already obsessed with the texture of this. And I should also say, yeah, it's borderless. It's on a lilac background. The clue is in the name. My lighting is bobbins. It's a bit too bright, wasn't it? You couldn't really see. That's a bit better. It's giving you a bit better idea of what the colour is. There we go. I should have done all that beforehand. You wouldn't think I've been making tarot videos for frickin' 7.5 years. And yeah, so we don't have a playing card insert, but we do have the playing card still denoted, and then we have the actual number, the like Lenormand number of the card. So I'm excited. Let's go. It's 38 cards, not 36. So I'm thinking there's going to be some extra like significators. So we have the skater for rider. Love it. I will also say I'm quite fussy when it comes to Lenormand. I like my Lenormands to be clear. I like options when it comes to significators, and I know that that's something that Logan has taken into consideration because they're awesome. So that was one of the things that made me go yes, because I don't have enough Lenormands that are sort of inclusive or sort of have enough flexibility to them on that front. And yeah, it looked quite clear and easy to read by having like done away with lots of the extra stuff and backgrounds and borders and card inserts. So yes, just that little bit of information. I'm going to sneeze now. Hang on, I'm going to pause because no one needs to hear me sneeze like this. Okay, I think I'm done sneezing. Hay fever. Okay, we have clover, 4-leaf clover, and a little ladybird right there on that. Isn't that cute? I like the font that they've chosen as well. We have boat instead of ship. I feel like there's these little things that are on the back. Are they like spirit orbs or firelights or something? I was gonna say I should have asked Logan, but then I would have looked at the deck, and then I'm unboxing without seeing the deck. So I will ask them afterwards. So we have boat. I've been watching. Well, I finished watching The Last Kingdom. I've been watching. Rewatching Vikings from the beginning again, and this shape gives me sort of long ship vibes a little bit. I mean, obviously it's not a long ship, but that's where my head is at the moment. See, can you see the little thing that's on the back there on the... What is that? Is it like a guiding light? Is it a spirit? What are the house is adorable. So the house, I got a little sneak peek on the back of the box. Oh, that's just too stinking cute. The little lanterns. No way. Oh my god, this is so cute. It's giving me like a bit of Mario or Zelda vibes, these images. I know that Logan's a gamer. Oh my god, Clouds is in like a crystal ball. That might throw me off a little bit at the beginning when I start start reading with this. But I think I'll pick it up pretty quickly. And you know, the font it's cursive, but it's really easy to read. And I like that you've got the bright side here, the sunny side, and then you've got the sort of purpley darker side. So you've got that duality there. You still get that with the clouds, which makes me happy. Again, I'm quite fussy with Lenormands. Oh, I do like that. Oh, that's nice. This is one of the ones that I saw, which was a snake, and the snake is in, or snack, danger noodle. Look, in a bowl of noodles, and this looks a little bit, reminds me of my boy. I used to have a lavender corn snake to go with the lavender Lenormand, called Reuben, and he was beautiful, and he had beautiful purpley eyes, and oh, what a beautiful, beautiful snake he was. We have Grave, so that would be grave instead of coffin, I imagine. We have really cool sort of grave art, and then like, I don't know, some kind of sigil like writing, and then the candle, like there's sort of some ancestral offering. Oh, that's cool. I like that. The bouquet is a selection of Venus flytraps. That's interesting choice for a bouquet, because it's a gift, but there's also like a bite to it. Like, is there like an ulterior motive behind what's being gifted to you? Oh, layers, folks, layers. We have the knife instead of the scythe, and it's a switchblade. Look at the little heart there on the pivot there. Oh, that's cute. That's a nice switchblade knife. Hopefully with a nice bone handle, maybe carved bone handle. So yeah, we have besom instead of broom. Same diff. That's so cute. It's one of those little small handheld ones. That's adorable. Tied up all beautifully. Oh, the birds. Oh my goodness. They're too cute. Look at them. They're pink. I do love me some pink, I have to admit. I'm surrounded by quite a bit of pink here on my desk. Pink and lavender, actually, in fact. Look how cute they are. And then they've got like little goth faces. I'm into it. I'm really into it. Very cute. The child is a Game Boy, but which Game Boy was this? Because I'm the OG Game Boy. Is this a Game Boy Advance? I don't know, because I had the OG Game Boy, and then the next time I got a Game Boy, it was the Nintendo DS Lite in the late noughties. I like that because I was a Nintendo girl. My sister was like Sega and PlayStation when we could get a hold of consoles, and I managed to get an NES, a second-hand NES. Like when everyone started getting SNESes, I got a NES because everyone was getting rid of their NESes. So we were lucky to snap one up secondhand, and I was obsessed because I still got to play SNES at my friends' houses. And then the same thing happened. So when everyone was getting rid of their SNESes for, what was it? Was it then the N64? I did get an N64, but then I think that was when it was like going out of fashion. I was always like a console behind because, you know, poor. The fox is a beautiful fox mask, like a Katsuni mask. That is so cute. Oh, I love it. It's just different and it's really clear. Bear is a teddy bear, which I know is quite common in Lenormand decks to do a teddy bear rather than sort of a anthropomorphic, like real life bear. Being a bear myself, I'm just a fan of all of it. So the star, so yeah, I think this is a Sailor Moon, and the next one is definitely a Sailor Moon reference. The star. The wand, is the wand the tower? That's a Sailor Moon reference, right? I'm so sorry, Logan, some of these will be lost on me because I just, yeah, it's a different generation to you. I'm a geriatric millennial. Cat. Oh, so that was one of the things they said. It's a cat instead of a dog, and if that's a problem for you, because they know that I'm more of a dog person, but you know, I'm not averse to cats, and this cat is adorable. I love how sometimes in Logan's videos you can hear their cats running around creating havoc. It's very funny. Look at this cat. That is, and look at the little notch out of the cat's ear as well, and the little swirly tail. It looks like a little cinnamon swirl. It's so cute. Oh no, hang on, tower. My brain. So hang on, wand. Wand is card 17. What is 17? Why am I? I'm going to need to pause this because I have brain farted and can't think what the wand is traditionally. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so I double checked, and the wand would be the stalk. That really threw me. So Logan did say that they had made some changes and that they explained their reasoning in the guidebook. So I'm actually going to have a look at card 17 for what would be the stalk but is actually the wand, because I am intrigued. So we've got stars that are stars, which would be what it would be in anything. Wand, keywords, level up, freedom, alignment, positive. So you get some keywords and you get what the alignment of the card is, which is really handy, which is something that is you find in quite a few Lenormand books. And it says here we go. Traditionally known as stalk, the wand often represents positive changes in our life, alerting us to opportunities for evolution. It can denote a healthy change regarding our job, social circle, partners, living situation, aesthetic, philosophy, and so on. It can also denote newfound independence and autonomy. Illustration note: why did I change the stalk into a wand? Good question. While stalks can symbolise freedom in terms of flight, I don't like the weird baby delivery service law that people attach to them. It's fucking the same. I always think of that scene in Addams Family 2 when Morticia goes into labour at the beginning of the film, and the children are all waiting in the like family waiting room, I guess, and there's these other kids waiting as well, and they're like, oh, someone came along and gave our parents a parcel, a stalk came along, and then inside the bassinet was a baby, blah blah blah, and like Wednesday's like, our parents had sex. Like, yes, Wednesday. Facts. It's fine. Teach children facts. Stalk. The whole stalk thing's ridiculous in my mind. Just don't lie to kids. It's going to make them more confused. Okay. Anyway, so far as positive changes go, having a child would not improve my life in the slightest. Trust and believe. And so, this is why the stalk had to go. I chose a wand because nothing says level up to me quite like a magical girl transformation device a la Sailor Moon. So it is a Sailor Moon wand. Oh, so yeah, that makes sense to me. I can swing with that, being a witchy girl, so a magical girl. Okay, so now we have the tower, which is what sent me on that whole thing, because I was like, hang on, I thought the wand was the tower because it's tall and skinny. I don't know. I really like this imagery. It looks very sort of like a Middle Eastern style, Moorish style, even with the tiling pattern on there and the desert surrounding it. Really, really cool. There's a bell in the tower, birds in the distance. Gorgeous. Can you see how it's not, there's no glossy shininess with the light, with my ring light. It just shows up really nicely. The texture is really satisfying. The garden. Oh, my heart. They are little pumpkin seeds growing in little pots there. And then can you see there's like little peas? And what's that one there? Corn. Oh my god, look how happy that pumpkin is. I love this. I think this might be my favourite garden card ever. Because, you know, me and Halloween. Oh, the mountain as well. Look at the clouds. Look how pretty it is. This makes me think of Monkey. I used to watch Monkey when I was a kid. On, was it on Channel 4 they used to show it? Monkey. And then we have crossroads. Again, we have this interesting script, and then we have butterflies. So we have crossroads instead of like the ways, or, you know, it's sometimes called crossroads, sometimes called the roads, sometimes called the ways. I'm happy with all of those, honestly. And I like that we've actually got a signpost rather than split paths. That's pretty cool, because, you know, I'm a Londoner, I'm a city witch, so I'm used to seeing stuff like this rather than, you know, split paths. Except when I'm at the park walking Nommy, because, you know, that's a green space, I guess. We have mice, and this is just, oh my goodness. The mouse at the top of the pile is living its best life, and I'm so here for it. This mouse is so happy. Look at the little face and the little swirly rosy cheeks and the little fluffy ears. It's all very sort of Japanese art style inspired. Look at that one behind there going hee hee hee. Heart is some kind of flower, maybe some kind of lily. I'm not quite sure what kind of flower that is, but it's interesting because it does look like a heart. I wonder if there's an illustrator note for that one, because I want to see if it says what flower it is. Should we see what flower it is? Card 24, heart. I'll just read the illustration note bit. I am a flower slut. Fair. There I've confessed, and now it's out in the open. I've wanted to draw a bleeding heart flower card for years. Is it called a bleeding heart flower? I've never heard of these before. I love how impossibly tiny the flowers are, how almost alien they look. Now that I live in a region that experiences spring weather, I cannot wait to start growing these. Oh, how lovely. I think it's pretty obvious why I chose this flower. It's called a bleeding heart after all, as if cracked open, deeply feeling vulnerable. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I'm all for like fun changes like that. We have ring. Oh my goodness, I hadn't noticed. This is like a fairy ring of mushrooms. Say no more. I mean, I'm loving the changes. A grimoire instead of a book. This is so witchy. Oh, look at that tome. Who wouldn't want that that book full of mysteries and magic? Letter is a scroll. Ooh. Again, super love that. Why does it always have to be a Western interpretation of something? I know it originally was a Western system with bunny rabbit ears, because you know what is the West relative to, you know. I won't go on a whole rant about colonialism in the middle of this. We have, oh, this is amazing. They said that they had made some changes to the Significator cards, because I'm always bitching when I do Lenormand videos or talking about like Lenormand, loving the artwork of a number of Lenormand decks, but then them only having 36 cards and only having man and woman cards as the significators grinds my gears. It is the 21st century. Can we just either make them gender neutral and or add a couple of other significator options for people who are not fucking cis and het? Gee, Louise. So we have player 1 and player 2, and it's like the Nintendo Switch bits. Is that, am I right? The little bits that come off the end of the Nintendo Switch, and then they click together to make a controller for the TV. I don't know. Again, I'm not au fait with the current console trends, but I love that. Player 1, player 2. Perfect. Perfect. What an amazing idea. Clever. Very clever. I commend you, Logan. We have lilies, and we have like sort of water lilies rather than sort of calla lilies or peace lilies or anything like that. I quite like that it's changed it up there as well. Oh my goodness, the sun. What a cute, happy, smiley face this is. That is, I love the little like swirly rosy cheeks on a lot of the characters in this deck. Oh my god, this woman is so cute. It's a rabbit sitting on a moon and the little swirly clouds. Oh my goodness. Isn't that just the sweetest? Why is this going to make me cry? Key, look how pretty the key is. It's got like dragonfly wings. Look at that. Oh, obsessed. I think this is one of the ones I've seen, and it's fish, but it's one of those like little ice cream cone fish things. I've seen these. You can get like, they're fully frozen snacks and they're fish shaped, and they have like ice cream inside. I can't have them because they're not vegan. I wonder if they make vegan. There's a company that makes vegan ones, but they always look so cute. But this is like a waffle, like a fish shaped waffle cone, and then there's the ice cream and the cherries. The anchor's really beautiful. Just like there's lots of like swirls and curly cues. Again, very sort of inspired by a very specific style of game art and maybe like manga art and stuff. Oh, look at that. That seaweed swirling up around it. And so like clear. Look how clear this is. So we have, hang on, was that the other option? No, hang on, burden. So burden would be the cross, This speaks to me on such a personal level because I can relate. It's a Tamagotchi. How many people got a Tamagotchi and then it died? I was terrible. Not very good at, yeah, at the Tamagotchi thing. I think a lot of us of a certain age can relate to this. A Tamagotchi's making a comeback. I remember someone. I know that Furbies have been reissued, which is a whole other thing. But I was too old for Tamagotchis. Not Tamagotchis, for Furbies. Like Furbies, like my sister, my little sister, who's like 4.5 years younger than me. She got a Furby, and the thing used to freak me the fuck out. We also have 2 more significator cards, and we have player 3 and player 4. So we've got 4 significator cards, which is perfect, right? Because if you're reading for a situation that has more, you know, it's not always going to have to be to do with a relationship. It might be a work situation, for example, where there's a number of players involved, but also it takes into account that it could be a romantic or relationship, as in like you know, like a personal, interpersonal relationship, sexual relationship, romantic relationship, a romantic relationship, whatever it is. But it might be polyamorous. So it's taking into account you've got like four players. I really appreciate that. I think that's really cool because I do have a fair number of polyamorous folks in my life as well. So if I do read for them, we have options. Logan, I've got like goosebumps. I was not expecting to love this as much because, like I said, I am really picky with my Lenormands. I like them to be easy to read. I don't like it when there's too much stuff going on and it's hard to tell what the thing is, or if things are changed but it doesn't make sense. But the ones that I read, out of the 2 that I read, made complete sense. Totally happy with it. You know, like I love Skater. I love the burden instead of the cross. I love the fairy ring instead of like a classic jewelry piece of jewelry. Like, I think you have outdone yourself, Logan. I really do. I'm just going to give it a little shuffle and see how it... Yes. It shuffles really... I was wondering if it would stick to itself because it's linen, but it's not got that sort of slippy feeling. But no, it actually slides over really nicely. Can I... Is it too small? Oh my god, I'm such a banana. I didn't mention it is fully matte edged in the matching lilac on the sides. Oh, I was so obsessed with looking at the artwork. I didn't. It feels really good. It's like a really good tactile experience. Sorry, tactile, like the way a deck feels is so important to me. Oh, yes. I am excited. Do you know, it's so funny because the last like 2, possibly 3, I'm trying to think back, but 2 or 3 months I've not used really any Lenormand. And I don't know why. I've not been pulling it. But this has made me like really excited. I'm going to be doing a reading with this tomorrow morning. Sorry, I'm just doing one more little riffle shuffle just to give it a good mix. Oh, that didn't work. I was just I went to put them together, but I did them too far apart. I need to put them closer so they actually fan into each other. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I will probably, what I'll do is I'll take some pictures and it'll go in like the thumbnail. You would have already seen it. I'll put some on Instagram, but I'm just going to look down for myself now. What I might do actually is I can use my phone to film a top down and do like a 9 card, like a portrait spread, and just maybe add that in so you can see just looking now, just how clear this is going to be to read. Really, really cool. So if you see that, you would have known that I've gone and done that. If you don't see that, then maybe have a look on my Instagrams to see some pictures. And like I said, I will put all of the information for where you will be able to back the Kickstarter for this deck, as well as Logan's YouTube channel. Go check out their YouTube channel. They give good YouTube. Their Instagram account. They have an Etsy shop where they sell their decks, other Lenormand decks, soon to be another tarot deck, or a new tarot deck, Black Salt Tarot. And then there's also, I'm saying that, by the time this video goes up, the Black Salt Tarot might be out already. I don't know. And then they've got like pins and stickers. I'm like, I need to do an order. So Logan, thank you so much for sending me this. I am obsessed. Yeah, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, I'm obsessed. This is just, it's cute without being contrived and twee, and it's got changes in it that are refreshing, but also take into account like gender queerness and non-binaries, and just it's fun and it speaks to me. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and remember, I might be inserting some extra video footage just at the end, and then yes, but I'll say bye now is what I mean. So yeah, ciao, take care of yourselves, bye. Hey, so here's that little bit of extra footage I said I might film. So here's the box with the little bit of metallic sort of holographic-y title. We have the compass on the front there that's for the stars, and at the back with the little blurb that I read in the walkthrough, and then it has, as I showed before, it has that lovely sort of magnetic closure, which is really always very satisfying, and then the book sitting on top, which is quite nice and chunky, and then we have the deck itself on the gorgeous linen cardstock, completely lilac back and front, as well as the lovely matte edges, hence Lilac Lenormand. And yeah, I just thought I would lay out a 9-card portrait spread for you to see how clear it is. I said I'm quite fussy with my Lenormand, not only with the you know, the title of the cards or the illustrations of the cards, and you know, significators, but ultimately the artwork, because if it's too busy, and there are a lot of very busy Lenormands out there, I find it too hard to read. And when you think about the Lenormand being used, you know, for grand tableaus, where it's using all of the cards, that can get very messy and confusing pretty quick if you have a very busy deck. So there are loads of Lenormand decks out there that like art-wise, I think are beautiful, and I you know, subjectively I like the artwork, but as a Lenormand, I wouldn't want to use. So let's just, oh, we have player 3. Remember, there are 4 significator cards in the very clever player 1 through 4. And actually, I read the whole book from beginning to end. I absolutely love it. I love all of the illustration notes from Logan explaining their choices. I think it's really, really helpful, and a lot of the swirly things. And I hadn't realized that the script is from Zelda, because I only played the Zelda game that I got for my Nintendo DS Lite, and I haven't even clocked it. I haven't even finished the game. I've never been able to clock it, so I'm not au fait with Zelda. I was always more of like a Mario girl, but yeah, once I realised that that's what the reference was, I sort of was like, oh yeah, of course. So let's just see how it looks in a 9-card portrait. And as you can see, I'm putting it on my lilac. This is my my cutting mat on my desk, which I love. I love this lilac colour. My bedroom, I painted when I was 18 or 19. I painted my bedroom at home this colour, because I actually didn't move out of home for going to uni, because I went to uni in London. Being a Londoner, I just stayed at home because it was cheaper. So I was like, my bedroom was originally a very bright lime green, and I was like, I'm kind of outgrown this. I painted it this colour, and it was so relaxing. I loved it. So we've actually got player 3 and player 4. I just left all of the cards in the deck. But can you see how clear that is? So clear. You know, obviously I don't have the space to put in a tableau on the entire screen. I love this card. I think this is my favourite garden card. But if I just sort of start adding more, just to sort of give you an idea, obviously we would have another row, and you know, depending on how you lay it out, some people will do the ones at the bottom, or they'll just do the 4 main rows. Obviously there's different schools of thought when it comes to Lenormand. You know, it doesn't really matter which one you use, just as long as you sort of pick one. So yeah, like, just so clear, crystal, absolutely. I genuinely think this is going to be my favourite Lenormand. You know, I do like a classic. I really like my Pierre McBean Lenormand, the classic. I'd really like to see a classic Lenormand that, you know, has more significators. I think that would be really nice. I know that there is the old style Lenormand, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one because I just hate the backs. Which is a very shallow reason to not buy it. I guess I could always reback it, couldn't I? But for like this is just so refreshing, you know. I really, really love it. I really think Logan's done a great job. Anyway, I think that's me waffled on enough, honestly, so I'll let you get on with your day. But thank you so much for joining me for this walkthrough. Again, like I said, all of the information for the campaign to back this deck will be in the description box below. Go check out Logan's YouTube channel as well. They give great YouTube. They're great. They're fun. And yeah, well done, Logan. Thank you so much for sending me this. I'm truly very grateful. Very, very lucky to be sent this. So yeah, you take care of yourself. I hope wherever you are safe and happy, and yeah, look after yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.